Yeah.
Clone
Nice.
killed.
Ow, I'm full weight.
I counterblind.
Stay
I'm
down.
fucking Sage lit 120.
Not kill my
Sage lit.
allies.
They have,
One enemy remaining.
nice. Last one, not tag at all. But
It's Heaven dead.
yeah, bum. Riley, yeah, bum. Heaven.
Right.
Nice. Nice job.
You should have seen your.
Do they have a DC?
Hey, what's up guys? Shiggy here to bring you guys a new line of content for Valorant. My goal is to bring you all guides to help you guys with anything from the way you play, to decision making, and overall improving your gameplay. That being said, you'll also see the occasional goofy clips and stream highlights posted here as well, and I'm gonna try to be as consistent as possible with uploads for y'all, so be sure to subscribe and click that bell to be notified when any of my new content goes live. Ever since the closed beta, two guns have dominated the weapon meta for Valorant. These two guns would be the Vandal and the Phantom. Aside from pistol rounds, you'll see these two guns the most in every game and every round because of how strong they are for all around both damage and fire rate. Now when choosing which one you want to use, it really just depends on what your playstyle or preference is, and there are some subtle differences between both guns, but for the most part they are almost identical stat-wise. But I will get into that a little bit later. All you need to know is that for now they're both really strong weapons and can often shift the tide into a team's favor when used properly. First up is the Vandal. The Vandal is a rifle that's going to run you 2,900 credits to purchase, and this AR has a magazine size of 25 rounds and a medium wall penetration value. With the primary fire function, it has a fully automatic fire rate of 9.75 rounds per second, and its alternate fire offers you a 1.25 times magnification aim down sight view. The alternate fire does, however, change the fire rate to an 8.775 rounds per second instead, so there is a trade-off for using the aim down sight function. Now, unlike most guns in Valorant, the Vandal does not have a range at which the damage falls off. From 0 to 50 meters, a shot to the leg will yield 34 damage, 40 to the body, and a whopping 160 to the head, effectively one-tapping your opponent. The only changes to these numbers you would ever see is if you landed a shot through a surface. Next up is the Phantom. The Phantom is also a rifle that's going to run you 2,900 credits to purchase, and the magazine size of the Phantom is going to be slightly larger with a total of 30 rounds per mag versus the 25 on the Vandal. The primary fire is also fully automatic with a fire rate of 11 rounds per second, shooting almost a whole 2 rounds per second faster than the Vandal. The alternate fire provides you a 1.2 times magnification as well, but the trade-off for ADSing again is going to drop the fire rate to 9.9 rounds per second. Damage for the Phantom is going to change depending on where your target is in 1 to 3 different ranges. These ranges are 0 to 15 meters, 15 to 30 meters, and 30 to 50 meters. From 0 to 15, the damage will be 33 to the legs, 39 to the body, and 156 to the head. From 15 to 30 meter range, the damage will be 30 to the legs, 35 to the body, and 140 to the head. And finally, for the last range, from 30 to 50 meters, leg shots will yield 26 damage, 31 to the body, and 124 to the head. Now, Phantom users have the biggest advantage at the 0 to 15 meter range because it helps keep the relatively same damage output as the Vandal, but with a faster fire rate. On an additional note, silenced weapons in Valorant do not show bullet traces for enemies, so it makes it the ideal type of weapon to spray through smokes since the enemy don't know where you're shooting them from. Now, whether you're a Phantom or a Vandal player, both have their strengths and playstyles. The Phantom is better for close range engagements, and the Vandal excels at mid to long ranges. Typically, you'll see defenders run the Phantom more than the Vandal since the defenders usually hold a closer angle to try to take advantage of the Phantom's faster fire rate while maintaining the same damage output as the Vandal. Now, if you paid attention to the professional scene lately, you'll have noticed that the North American teams especially bought Phantoms on both attacking and defending sides. As it stands, Phantom seems to be the most popular of the two, and Riot has said that they're going to try to update the game so the meta changes constantly, so you might be seeing either Phantom nerfs or Vandal buffs. Who knows? I would like to note here that recently a popular player and streamer Tens has discovered that you can in fact run and gun with the Phantom. I won't go much into detail here, but I'll roll the clip so you guys can hear it from the pro himself.
I didn't get it much with the Vandal personally, but with the Phantom, if it was like, I think it was like this 10 meters away, you just running spray. I'm trying to aim for like the middle, by the way, but you see how many bullets like kind of go up towards the head? There's only like 2 bullets that like stray away from the spots that I want to like actually I'm not shooting at. but like most of the bullets are going like in the general vicinity. Like that's really accurate for running, if you know what I mean. So if someone was like this close, for instance, I'm not kidding, running spray is actually good. And I don't think I would ever vouch for running spraying in my life, but I'm gonna start doing it now because it's too good not to use. It literally is tilting and it's good.
Now another pro and streamer, Relics, coincidentally also from Cloud9, has addressed this in one of his most recent videos, but he goes a bit more in depth about the gunplay mechanics themselves and why this happens. I'm gonna leave a link in the description below, but I would definitely give it a watch if you want to understand the technicalities behind it. After mentioning both these points, I also want to add that while these mechanics are currently valid, I wouldn't rely on them too much. Playing the game how it's supposed to be played will still outperform these current mechanical abuses, but they do present issues on how you should approach the game. Tens himself says that he will be abusing the running gun tactic of the Phantom until it gets fixed because it's simply just too OP not to use. So next time you get running headshot, it might have actually happened. But again, I wouldn't rely on it too much because if pros are doing it, they're probably going to end up patching it, so I wouldn't get too reliant on it. Now you may be wondering why I've neglected to mention the two other guns in the rifle category, being the Guardian and the Bulldog. These guns are not terrible by any means, but they are outshined by the Phantom and the Vandal clearly. The Guardian has one of the highest damages per shot in the game, but it can be difficult to contend with the Phantom or Vandal, being a semi-automatic DMR style weapon. Headshots will net you an insta-kill, but body shots will instantly rip through armor, but unless your first shot is a headshot, most skilled players will be able to react and kill you before you can even get that second shot off. The Bulldog is in the same boat with being a fully automatic weapon, but damage-wise, it isn't the best. Headshots will net you a max of 115 damage and a fire rate on it is rather slow. The ADS does offer a super precise 4-round burst, but again, unless you're able to land at least one headshot, you'll most likely lose to an enemy with a Phantom or a Vandal. So you'll often see like the Bulldog or the Guardian bought on a second round if the teams are feeling really confident and wants to force after winning the pistol round, since usually the losers of the pistol round will be on a full save. Well, that's going to be all for now, guys. I hope you found the video very informative and it helps you decide which gun you want to use or try out. If you want to support the channel, then be sure to hit that subscribe button below and click the bell to stay updated with all my new content. I also stream on Twitch, so I'd really appreciate if you went by, maybe dropped a follow, popped in the chat once in a while to say hi, you know, that sort of thing. Again, thanks for watching. Shiggy signing out.